Oh, they just messaged. They said, guys, we are so lost. Welcome, guys, to Kuala Lumpur. And I only got here about 3 hours ago, but the fates would have it that I met Moritz.
Hey guys, how's it going?
In the bathroom in the hostel, and he happened to be going to the Batu Caves today. So that's one thing that I wanted to get ticked off and done, and I could do it within the first hours of even being in the country. It's amazing. So we're currently, to get you updated, I made my way from the airport to the hostel, checked in, got my stuff in my room now, bags put away, and then we wandered around. We had some food at a lovely restaurant, and then we've taken the tram, metro, I call it the metro, and we're headed to the Batu Caves, and yeah, I'll show you some more.
Use locally obstructed.
This is the station that we've just stopped off at, and then we've got to get another metro line before we finally reach the Batu Caves. We've made it to the Batu Caves, and there's a lot of monkeys about. I don't know if you can see them. They're running about everywhere, but yeah, here we are. Admittedly, I'm not seeing the steps that I've seen in pictures, so hopefully we can find them, and I'll find them before these monkeys mug us. So many of them. They're all over the roof. Yeah, and the weather is, as you can see, beautiful and wow. The camera doesn't show quite how tall that and grand that is, but that is incredible. We made it. We made it to the Batu Caves. It's stunning out here. Like I can't even really begin to put into words quite how grand that is behind. Well, look at the people. Look how small they look. It's incredible. And so we made it up the final set of stairs, which has led us to this final area, which the whole cave, I'm not gonna lie guys, feels awfully commercialised. There's LED lights everywhere. And everything being sold, which, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but it's funny as a religious site. It's got the buildings, it's got the structures, but it's just everything being sold. But here we are, where it opens up to the sky. It is beautiful. But yeah, we did it. Batu Caves, done. And I've been in the country for... Do you know what the time is?
Excuse me?
Do you know what the time is?
The times?
I have no idea. The time. Sorry.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
12:15.
I have been in the country for, I don't know, less than 12 hours, less than half a day. I don't know anymore. My concept of time is a bit warped, but yeah, wow. Barely been here for very long and done. One off the list. Many more to go. And so, what's happened since I last spoke to you guys? We just seen the Batu Caves, and then after that we got on the metro and headed our way to this temple that we didn't reach yet because I got hungry. So we've come to this place for lunch,
that's good.
And it's a wonderful little place. It's a row of restaurants, and it's been quite the experience. They all come up and give you a menu at once, so you can order from all of the places just for being sat at one table. It's great. But yeah, it's funny. I ordered a chicken biryani. She said no. So I said chicken with rice, which is essentially a biryani. And she said yes. So well, it looks like I've almost got a biryani. Anyway, I'm very glad we're stopping for lunch. And I am falling asleep. This jet lag is catching up to me so badly. But not long left. We're just going to go see this temple, which looks stunning. And hopefully it is. But the clouds overhead are getting greyer by the second. So hopefully we don't get downpoured on too much. But afterwards, we're heading back to the hostel. And that's where I'm going to sleep, have some dinner, and then sleep again until tomorrow. Because I am exhausted. But yeah, I'll show you this temple when we get to it.
So random.
So,
Sagt sie, yo, ich so 80, also 80 Ringe, also 20 Euro mit mir.
post lunch, and I didn't actually film the bloody incline, but it was a steep old walk to go up the hill. So it felt like a real pilgrimage to get to this temple, which we've still not found yet, but we're sure is somewhere nearby. We made it. So we went a bit of a strange and long way round, but we made it. Finished up at the temple, and now we're headed back to the metro station, with the nearest one to us, to take a walk, to take the metro back to the hostel. Strolling over a very busy motorway. I'm so tired. Probably already said that, but I'm tired beyond belief. Anyway, sleep comes soon. River. We just spotted this otter. And he's gone.
Bruh.
Filthy river though. But over yonder, you can see the Petronas Towers. And this second tallest building in the world, by the way. Probably because of that jammy thing stuck on top of it, but anyway. Yeah. Soon to the metro station. I've just woken up from a 4-hour power nap. My goodness, it was needed. I woke up and I realised it was getting dark outside, but that means I was right with the whole guess of 7 PM roughly is the sunset time, and 7 AM I think is sunrise. Anyway, currently sat here on a very busy street, a place to get dinner. A tourist trap, if you will, but easy place to know where to come for dinner. And then headed back to the hostel after this, to be honest. Probably going to try and play some games if people are feeling sociable. But if not, I'll still sit at the table just in case. And then I'm going to go to bed. I call this efficiency. I just felt some rain, droplets of rain on my hand, and then before I knew it, they've extended the initial thing, and then hello, got out all of these, and I can see the rain's on its way. Some lightning just struck, so hopefully it's not a crazy storm, but if it is, we're not too far from the hostel. Good morning, everybody. I've started this one a bit late today. We left at about 11:30 because I slept in after a bit of a broken night's sleep. But nonetheless, had breakfast at the hostel, which is provided. That's very nice. And then we've come out to the National Museum. And so we finished up at the museum, which was pretty cool. It's kind of the same old Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, and then today. So, but it was super cool to see some of the tools they used back in the day. For example, to get into trees that are very specific. So I was thinking, oh, Stone Age, the regular tools. But no, they had something that would help them chip into trees and extract water. But we're on our way to a national monument now, and we're headed through, luckily, the path to the national monument is through these wonderful gardens, which are stunning. So, oh my gosh, I didn't buy water. I meant to buy water. Oh no. I need to get some ASAP. Anyway, we're going to enjoy this a lovely walk, beautiful walk, and then yeah, I'll show you guys the National Monument after some more of this park. So the sun's come out to play, and we found a vending machine luckily, so well, I can't actually see because of my phone. Right there, the vending machine, because of my phone, because of the sun. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I do need to buy sun cream though. I thought I packed some, but after rumbling through both of my bags, it would be evident that I didn't pack any. So definitely need to buy some at some point. Probably when I'm headed back through the city today, I'll get a chance to. It's one of the shops. But God, I think it's finally settling in that I'm in Malaysia. I'm actually here because after yesterday's adrenaline rushed run around, not even around the city, because we went completely north to the Batu Caves and completely south of the city to, I want to say it's like Tihu Temple, Thea space Hou Temple. So yeah, and then finally back to the hostel. But today's been much more relaxed. Got much needed sleep, a nice breakfast at the hostel, probably already mentioned that. And then here we are. I can't skip through here without taking a vlog. But we've just come down this alley, past the butchers. We did accidentally just walk through somebody's house, we're pretty sure, which was, not the best. But anyway, here we are. Very, very back street market. And I believe this is where we're coming to have lunch. And so we found ourselves a nice place to have lunch, sorry, down here. And this is it. Nice little kitchen. We've ordered fried yee. I don't quite know what that is yet. It appears to be noodles and prawns with an assortment of other things. And we're lucky, it's just started raining. So I'm actually here during monsoon season, for those that don't know. And that means it rains a lot and heavily, but only in the afternoon. So the days have been dry for now, and I'm glad it's only in the afternoon that it rains. But yeah, we're a nice little tucked away place. It's I don't know, it's almost a better feeling to eat somewhere where there are no other tourists. I don't know, I can't really explain it. Maybe because I feel like I'm really soaking myself in the culture, or maybe because I know I'm not in a tourist trap and being ripped off. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this meal. It'll be a good lunch, and then we'll see what comes later. So, in case you can't hear, that's the sound of rain on the roof. It's begun. We've just finished lunch. It was delicious. It was amazing. Now we're headed to Rex KL, a bookshop. Apparently it's very famous. I mean, I was just headed there to maybe read something, maybe buy a book. And I think I'm just gonna I think after the bookshop, I'm headed back to the hostel where I'm going to relax before I head out for dinner. You know, just chill, relax, because I could go sightseeing and see the Petronas Towers. I forgot the name of the other one. Yes. Yeah. But you know, I have another day, and I don't want to have nothing to do on that day. Of course, you know, I could make something to do. I could look for something. There'll be something, but outside of the main attractions. I don't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, walking back through that same alleyway, headed to the bookshop, leaving for some sightseeing for tomorrow. And then the day after, I head to the Cameron Highlands. So we've made it to Rex KL, this famous... I'm beginning to see it's more than a bookshop. I think the bookshop's somewhere in here, but it appears to be just a building full of shops. And yes, we went in the rain. We avoided it as much as we could, to be honest, and we avoided quite a bit, but obviously the inevitable happened and we got a little bit wet. So this place is a complete maze. I thought, oh, what's so cool about this bookshop? And then I came up some stairs that lead out from there, and then you work your way up through this maze lot of rooms, and then I found myself up here, which I don't know what's going on next door. It looks like, I don't know. I really don't know what that could be. It looks like a very, very private theatre. But apart from that, I can't really work it out. But it's an amazing bookshop, and I'm glad I came here, and it keeps me out the rain while it's raining, and oh, that's some nice aircon. Anyway, God, I've parted ways with Moritz. If I see him again, maybe not. But yeah, he's been my good guide since I got here, and yeah, it's been fun to go around with. He led me all through these. He knew about that restaurant where we just had lunch and led me that way, so that was good fun. Yeah, I'm in awe. This is quite the amazing bookshop. Nothing like, Waterstones back in the UK. It's quite unique. It's quite its own thing. Anyway, I'll probably, maybe, see you guys back at the hostel. But at this point, I don't know. I never know where I could next end up. Hello, guys. So I'm going to be here for every time that I forgot to film, because not everything needs filming, but between some of the videos, there are definitely some dots that need connecting, and that's what I'm here for. And so, since I filmed that last video, I went back to the hostel and had a very social evening, meeting loads of people, and a handful of us formulated some plans for the next day, and that is where you'll pick me up. A lot's happened since I last updated you guys, but we're currently at, because it's May the 4th, and I didn't even realise until this morning, but here we are at this Star Wars place at a mall that we've taken a taxi to, about half an hour away. hello again, because I really didn't film much this day. But we just had a really nice day out at the mall and then headed back to the hostel and pretty much relaxed. We went out for dinner at a place that I ended up going back to because it was quite nice. But that was all before the pub crawl. There were two places and I only went to the first one. But actually, the pub quiz is what I was interested in. And that was a teamed event. And I have a tiny snippet of a video from that evening. But it was a very fun night. And we technically won. I think we won. And everyone else knows we won. In theory. Because first place cheated. So what can you do, hey? But yeah, we won. We won a bottle of wine. Which we ended up sharing out a bit anyway, but yeah, it was a great night. And then it led on to the next day when I was leaving for the Cameron Highlands. Thought I may as well just grab a quick video because I haven't actually spoken to you guys in a while. But we've done an hour on the bus and we've just stopped. Toilet break. I think this might be one of like 2 or 3 or the only one. So, but anyway, we've got 3, maybe 4 more hours to go, and then we'll reach our destination. I've been napping as well, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, back on the coach. And so after a long 3 and a bit hours on the coach, we finally arrived in the Cameron Highlands. And now to give you some context, I got this bus with 2 girls that were at the hostel that I was just staying at. And they were also headed to the Cameron Highlands. So we got that bus together. And then when we arrived, we met a guy called Ben, who I ended up spending most of my evening with. And first, well, we had dinner first. We were starving. But after that, we then went and explored what we found out to later be an abandoned school. And then we found ourselves in a bit of a strange situation where I wasn't sure whether we were going to be kidnapped or have the time of our lives. But, as you can see, evidently, it ended up being the latter, because here I am today.
That's so creepy.
Wow, what's in there?
Look at that glass. It's like a bunch of chairs. Like in a circle around a table.
Oh, that's like... You ever played the Resident Evil games?
Yeah. This is probably so creepy.
Like that. Oh, then do you feel the chillness of the Chris? Please come and take me. So I came here. She was standing in the dark. You can't see. I told her, don't take challenges.
It's like a hiking trail.
No.
Are there snakes around here?
Yeah.
Are there tigers around here?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
You want to see?
I want to see a tiger.
See.
Oh my god!
It's so cool.
Holy fuck.
So she was standing here.
Yeah.
And she was almost.
Oh, someone's calling.
Are they behind her?
Are they behind?
No, they're not.
From where we came and where we're
The
going.
problem with my phone is just when you put it in the pocket, you call someone.
Yes, of course.
Pocket dialing. Happens all the time.
It's dark and looks a bit creepy.
Little
Yes.
bit.
So this is the person. This Chris is the person I told you about, Henry. When
Yes.
I told you about, like, I don't know if I can trust him.
Not me.
Yeah, but I was
Why?
like, I'm gonna take the risk because you said the place was shut down, right? Not accepting guests anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the risk because it looks pretty cool.
See, you brought your bag and all.
Yeah, I brought my
I was still
luggage.
sleeping. This poor girl has to come. I say, okay, come. Good thing that.
There are dogs as well.
Yeah, the dogs,
There are
yeah.
dogs.
Ah.
And this, what's his name? David booked and came.
Yeah,
Ah, David, the German, yes.
Ah,
So
right, of
he
course.
told me, Chris, I read a lot of good reviews about this place.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
It's like the best, one of the best hostels.
Ah, the best.
So Chris, can we get a lift home?
Yeah, later.
Oh,
Thank you.
So you pay me like 100 ringgit each. That's the cheapest.
Thank you.
So what I do, I'll go back home now. I see you later.
Yeah, sure.
I'll go back home and I'll come back. Okay.
We'll take your time.
Yeah. Oh, they just messaged. They said, guys, we are so lost.
What time's your hike tomorrow?
7:30.
We're leaving at 7:30 is the idea. We don't know when Chris is coming back, but we hope it's not too late. Oh. And in this very haunted room, if we find the light switch, we can play some pool. The girls have just arrived. Chris also found them on the way. And yeah, now he's going home and now we don't know when he'll be back. But yeah, all these dogs as well. They're nice and friendly though.